welcome to this week's What's in the Cards, where we discuss all things mystical, wellness, spiritual, and I channel messages from guardian angels and the universe at large for you to bring messages hopefully of hope, comfort, and where things are headed this week with the energy, the collective energy. So if you have a friend or a family member that you think might be into all these kinds of mystical things, I'm going to ask you to like, share, subscribe, or tag them in the comments, drop a little heart next to their name, and share this with them. So this week's episode is going to focus on transformation. That's what I got already as I'm tuning in, and I see kind of a combination of a bird that reminds me of a phoenix and a little bit of a peacock. So it's kind of a phoenix, but it's got peacock colors. So transformation, and we're going to turn to the cards. This week's episode is for November 16th through November 22nd, and with that, we'll get started. So I'm going to use a deck that I picked up a little over a year and a half ago maybe at a tattoo shop in LA, and it's called the Rainbow Warrior Activation Deck. Perfect for this energy that I'm picking up on of transformation and change. So I'm going to give these cards a little shuffle. We're going to shuffle up and deal and see what we have in store for all of us this upcoming week. So it's been a turbulent time in the US, a little bit with elections and things going on and happening, a little bit of strife. So that is transformation on a societal level. But I want to know what it is that we have in store for you in your own personal transformation this week. I'm hearing one more time with the cards, and then we will pull. The artwork on these is phenomenal, and we have number 15 from this Rainbow Warrior Activation Deck. I am going to pull up the guidebook simply because there's no words and I can't intuitively guess. I love the colors. What I see so far feels kind of like a sunburst with a little bit of green and earth going on. So this is nurture, nature, growth, stability, commitment, fundamental, relationship, and family. So what we have in terms of intuitively with this is I feel your desire to grow from this, to transform, to be like the proverbial mustard seed pushing through the ground and forming something new. That is what the earth does. It's about creating new life. And again, new life, as we've seen in some of these readings leading up to this week, has come from change, has come from maybe a little bit of strife, has come from a little bit of struggle. So what this also is for me is a little bit of reassurance. There is something new for you. There is something for you to transform into, aspire to, and grow from, even if it felt like a little storm that may have happened recently. Things are going to begin to look up, and if they haven't already begun to flourish, they are. This energy is on the way for you. So that's our first card that we have this week. The next deck that I want to use is the Dragon Oracle cards. Love this, Dianne Cooper, love you. I love this deck. This deck is, you guys have heard me mention before, my son's most favorite deck. Whenever he wants to pull cards for himself, this is what he uses. What else do we need to know about this period of time and transformation of growth? And what do we need to do to nurture this growth, to make sure that that seed has all the nutrients that it needs to continue on that path, to continue that growth spurt? Gosh, you guys, this could not be more in line. We have the Earth and Air Dragon. And this says this represents a perfect balance of heaven and earth. Stay balanced, ground your visions, manifest your hopes and dreams. I have all the chills right now. These two could not be going more hand in hand. So this new project, this new thing coming forth, sprouting, taking shape, this is a manifestation. And you do have both earthly, I don't want to say powers, but you have that earth sense of giving and renewal on your side, and you also have the heavens on your side, the air, the ether. So if you need to be creative and have creative energy flowing from you and through you for this project, this is what this dragon is representing, this Earth and Air Dragon. I'm going to put the close-up here. The wings on this dragon they literally feel like angels' wings. I'm going to encourage you guys, if you don't already have some sort of silence or stillness practice on the daily, whether you call it meditation, whatnot, I would do that because this is really encouraging for you to listen to those little whisperings, especially as it relates to the creativity with this new project, this new undertaking, this new thing springing forth from you and the earth. And again, both having earthly blessings and heaven's assistance. I absolutely love this. The third deck that I'm going to go into and find out what else do we need to know. Is there going to be any type of small challenge that we might need to overcome, or what's next as this begins to take shape? One more. And from this deck, this is the Starseed Oracle deck. Cracked open. Rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. So what I'm hearing is if you have been resisting this change, alchemy means changing from one thing into another. It was always about metal and turning things into, precious metal. So if you've been resisting this and going through that little bit of turbulence and strife, if you keep resisting it, that cracking open, much like the mustard seed comes through the ground, is going to feel like a little bit more of a challenge. However, when you are cracked open, you're going to surrender. So if you allow yourself to surrender, this can happen. This can really spring forth from you. This can take you into that next level of growth, self-growth, personal growth, relationship growth. I feel like a lot of this could have to do more so with career or project type undertakings, but that growth, if we fight it, we're using such valuable energy that we're going to need to create from. So that's what I hear with this. Please don't resist that. Surrender into it. And again, know that it's happening for you. It's not happening to you. So we're going to offer one last piece of wisdom and advice. And this week it's going to come from the fifth agreement, that Toltec wisdom that I just love, with Don Miguel Ruiz and his son, Don Jose Ruiz. You know, it's not a week if I'm not singing on here to myself all day, every day. I'm an audience to and for myself. And you guys. So thanks for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. All right, what else do we need to know? What last piece of advice do we have as we're making our way through this transformation? What else, oh, there it is, guys, is going to aid and assist us? The truth has set me free. Lies no longer rule my world. I see the truth and follow the truth by following my own heart. This means that you're not going to buy into the BS that we hear sometimes from society, from stations. Men must be this way, females must be this way, sons and daughters must be this way, that you must be a certain way. No, your own truth, your own success, your own growth is going to come by following your own heart. And so you've got to listen to that this next week. It's going to ping you. Pay attention. You're going to hear the angels whispering to you, again, that creativity for this new project, this new growth. The best way for you to continue to grow is to just listen to the heart. Let it be cracked open. Surrender to it. And then be open. And know, again, I keep hearing this message for this next week. Things are happening for you. This growth is happening for you. They really do have your best interest at heart. That would be Chewbacca. He's in absolute agreement with everything that we're saying here. So again, as always, I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Tag a friend, like, subscribe, do that thing you do. And for those of you that haven't found out yet, I have a private Facebook group called Mystical Moments with me, Marisa the Medium. So Mystical Moments with Marisa the Medium. And there are amazing things that happen just for that group. So again, go ahead and subscribe there. And as always, be the light.